up to the elbow. Yep. So I'll just have to, I'll probably sit here in the camera, whoever's doing the camera, I'll sit there.
Yeah. So this is live. Is there any check on this?
I'll check it on my phone, but it should be live, yeah. So they're probably hearing us right now. Good job. I'm So once we did, there was a lot of steps.
Yeah. We'll have to go through that again.
Back to the varsity team. Yeah. Good. Yeah. You gonna do this one?
I can if you want.
Just keep an eye on it to make sure it's done if you don't mind. Yep.
I'm good.
That's the roster.
Yeah, thank you.
For them, you got their roster. Good. Yeah, I'll check on this.
Can I borrow this?
Oh, sure.
I printed this off if you want this. I usually put the last names first for me, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we can keep it all. Yeah, I got mine in there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right here.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that.
That's an old one. I don't have that same.
You look young and spry, man.
Yeah, I know. So I can get text if you want to there, you make all right.
Hey, glasses. I'm getting old, man. Oh.
Right? I got vitamins. That's the varsity reserve.
So pretty good, huh? Be a good test.
Huh?
Good test to start the season, huh? Nothing wrong with that.
How's Thanksgiving? Good?
Yeah. You? Good.
We host, so.
Do you?
Started that a long time ago. I'm like, you know what? I'm not leaving. You guys come here.
We did the same thing. It was nice.
Yeah.
We had all the food cooked early so we could just watch the Packer game, relax, have a couple cocktails. It was good. Good, man. Well, welcome to the Voyageurs live stream here on YouTube. The junior varsity De Pere Voyageurs kick off the season this morning against KMMO. I'm Jason Hobick. I'm going to bring you the action all season long here on the stream as they get set to start the season against KMMO here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A game today, a game tomorrow. The varsity will play later on today. As we are set at center ice, the De Pere Voyageurs will be in white trim, red sweaters going left to right. KMMO in yellow sweaters, and they will control. Taking it up the ice is KMMO, dumping it into the near corner. With it right now is Thermer. Back to the point, shot right on, tipped, and they score. Right off the hop with 14:43 left. KMMO comes out strong, tipped out in front, and they lead 1-0. I believe that was Dylan Schneider out in front that gathered the tip. And a tough start for the De Pere Voyageurs to start the season, now trailing 1-0, just 17 seconds into the contest. Puck controlled again by KMO. Dumped back in deep. Taken there by Logan. Dewsnap lost out in front. And comes right on net to his brother Nathan Dewsnap. Able to clear it out at center. We got a delayed call coming up. And the De Pere Voyageurs will go on the power play. I believe he was tripped off the far boards. And we're going to have a face-off with a whistle coming up. Going to the box there is Blake Lockett on a tripping 2-minute minor. And the De Pere Voyageurs will come out for the first man advantage of this morning's contest. Max Charbonneau, Taylor Hobick, and Owen Carbon out there. Your two defensemen are CJ Lemke and Julian Benchwall. Face-off coming to the glove side of the goaltender in the KMM zone to the near circle. Owen Carbon in for the drop for the Voyageurs. Puck chip to the near corner. Charbonneau has it to Benchwall off the near point. Cycles it back in deep to Charbonneau. Back to Benchwall. The De Pere Voyageurs are trailing 1-0, but on the first power play of this morning. Max Charbonneau back to Benchwall, who finds Taylor Hobick to the far boards. Back across. Benchwall in deep for Charbonneau. Closing in. Here comes Benchwall with a shot blockered off to the far corner. Rebound kept in by De Pere. Benchwall fans on the pass back to CJ Lemke. Puck rolls off his stick and back out to center ice. De Pere Voyageurs will regroup from there. Lemke will dump it in. Rides with Taylor Hobick, and the puck comes free. And we're going to have a stoppage of play. 1:12 left in the power play for the De Pere Voyageurs. 1-0 the score in favor of KMMO. 13:33 left in the first period. Face-off just outside the blue line in front of the KMMO bench. Draw one by De Pere and knocked in. Gathered at the top of the circle and cleared down ice. On chase there is Logan Dewsnap. Up ice off the boards to Duncan Lidke. And the puck is loose down deep. Chasing after is Verbort. Sandwich there with Caden Sands. Puck bouncing up the near boards, cleared to the blue line, held in there by KMMO, and back out for an icing call. So the face-off will come all the way back down ice with 41 seconds left on the power play. Face off to the far side of Nathan. Dewsnap to the glove, right wing circle. Taking the draw there are the Voyageurs. Vakraka has it. Nifty little move, gets it back out to center. Off the stick of Medrano. The puck is cleared back again with JP Verboord on chase. Off the near boards. He'll cycle behind the net, turns the puck over. But coming in to help out are the Voyageurs, and they'll chip it back out to center. High stick waved off as Vakraka will let it get touched by KMMO, and the puck will be driven down in deep to the offensive zone. Gathered by the Voyageurs. Bouncing off the puck, looking for a pass, Medrano. And KMMO will bring it back up ice. Stopped at the blue line, bringing it right back in are the Voyageurs in a stoppage of play. And I believe in offsides, face-off will come out of the zone. Owen Carbon with the face-off. Draw one by DePere. They're coming in with Colin Crevillian. He'll lose the puck in the near circle, taken there by Trey Gavalvi, and he'll chase to the far corner. KMMO clears the zone. After it, there is James Blaha. He'll bring it right back out to center on a pass that's gathered up by KMMO. Harassed up the far boards, but they'll retain possession. Coming up the right wing side, trying to cut out in front of the net. Now behind, finds a pass off the near side. That shot goes wide. Pressure put on by KMMO right now. They're leading 1-0. Power play over for the DePere Voyageurs. 1-0 our score. As we're reaching 4 minutes taken from the first period. KMMO with possession. Out to the point there. Gathered by Max Martis, and he'll hold it in. Still loose out in front. Shot right on there by, it looked like Landon Thurmer, steered aside by Nathan Dewsnap, and it comes back up ice for the DePere Voyageurs. Play resumes out at center. Possession gathered by DePere and dumped in there by Owen Carbon. In the midst of making changes, trying to hold it in off sides as it rattles off Taylor Hobbick's stick right out to Hayden Horkman at center, and we're going to have to regather out just outside the blue line up the near boards. Hayden Horkman out there with Taylor Hobbick, Max Charbonneau. Your defensemen are Caden Harley and number 22, Matthew Moulton. Chasing after in the far corner was Taylor Hobbick. Puck rattles free up the far boards, taken by KMMO, and on a second attempt, cleared back out to center. They'll carry up ice. Puck rolls in deep. Chasing after there is Caden Harley, and the outlet finds Max Charbonneau looking to break it out. He'll roll the puck up off the glass, and the puck will be chipped all the way down for an icing call, and we'll come all the way back down ice for another face-off. Charbonneau, Hobbick, and I believe Hayden Horkman will stay out there for your forwards. Matthew Moulton and number 14, Caden Harley, are your defensemen. KMMO with possession. Puck rattles free. Here they come. They got numbers if they hustle. 3-on-2. Charbonneau has it, flips it across to Hobbick, and he just missed it off his stick. Kept in by DePere in the far corner, kick free to the near side. Max Charbonneau with a nice hit, trying to hold it in, but sandwiched there, and KMMO will clear it up to center. Coming back the other way on a 2-on-1, their other way, and offsides is called. Boy, great opportunity there by DePere, rolls off Taylor Hobbick's stick, and into the far corner on a nice 3-on-2 rush for the Voyageurs. 9:35 left in the opening frame, 1-0 KMMO as they scored in the first 17 seconds of the contest, but it seems like DePere is getting their footing under them. Another offsides call, another whistle coming back, and a face-off to center ice. Owen Carbon to take the face-off for De Pere. Draw one by KMMO. They have possession now, and they'll dump it in deep. Benchwall on the chase in the near corner. Gains possession. Flips the puck up the far boards. Off the stick of a De Pere Voyager out there. It was number 16, Duncan Lidke. Regains possession. Puck goes down on ice. It was chipped off a stick of KMMO. Icing waved off as they chase after, and play resumes. Puck loose. Held in at the blue line by Benchwall. Throws it into the far corner on chase. There is Duncan Lidke. Takes a shot. Puck rattles free behind the cage. Possession by KMMO. Rolls off the skate of the referee. But nobody home for De Pere. And possession by number 24, Keller Lincoln. And he'll dump it in deep for KMMO. De Pere will gather there. Aquam Karam off the boards. Comes loose to the base of the near circle. And redirected out to the blue line. Lost the handle. There was KMMO. And able to clear it back out to center was Duncan Lidke. Right back in, KMMO. Tough collision. Puck rolls free. Looks like CJ Lemke collided with number 49, Chase Parsons, and the puck rolled free. We have a stoppage of play to the far corner. And a whistle with a face-off coming to the glove side of Nathan Dewsnap, the goaltender for the De Pere Voyageurs this morning.
Everything looks good.
Good.
I'll check it out.
Madrano in for the draw. Won by KMMO. He'll take possession into the near corner. Battling for it, there's JP Verbort. Verbort still looking for it. Puck comes loose right on Dewsnap, and a big save there by De Pere Voyager netminder as it came right into the breadbasket. He'll hold tight for the whistle. Another face-off coming up. 8:01 left in the first period. 1-0 our score in favor of KMMO. Madrano in again for the Voyageurs for the draw. Puck rattles free to the near point. Sent back in there by Christian Chesney. And gathered on the far boards by Logan Dewsnap. Trying to work it free, comes out to the point. Held there by KMMO, comes off the stick of Dewsnap. He'll steer it wide to the end boards. KMMO still with possession. Puck rolls free out in front. Another big save by Nathan Dewsnap. Excuse me. He'll hang tight for the whistle. Right on the doorstep. Another opportunity by KMMO. And another big save by Nathan Dewsnap. Early in this process, in this game, 5 shots on goal, 1 goal given up, but 2 big saves there for the young netminder for the Voyageurs JV team. Draw one by KMO. Again out in front. Pat save there by Nathan Dewsnap. Rebound loose. Again, Johnny on the spot. He'll make the save. Another big save by Nathan Dewsnap early in this contest to keep it 1-0. Madrano with the draw win. Verbort behind the net for Dewsnap. Starting the breakout, finds Max Charbonneau, rolls off his twig, comes back up ice the near boards, gathered there by Logan Dewsnap. Up ice for Vakraka. Puck rolling free now at the red line. Gathered by KMMO. They don't have numbers, they'll throw it on net. Puck is steered into the near corner by Nathan Dewsnap. De Pere trying to clear their own end. 6:46 left in the opening frame. Puck rolls free all the way to the near circle of the offensive zone for the Voyageurs. Charbonneau will chase after there. They'll hold the zone. Streaking in there was Trey Golvey. Momentarily, and the puck is iced. Face-off coming all the way back in the offensive zone for the De Pere Voyageurs JV team. Opening season game. And they trail with 6:31, 1-0 right now to KMMO. In for the draw is Hayden Horkman. De Pere will control, out to the point. James Blaha with a shot, that one goes wide. Puck picked off on the base of the near circle by KMMO. De Pere trying to hold it in, the puck rolls high off the glass. Chasing after there is Caden Dunks. Dunso in the battle. Pucks rolls off his stick. Shot right on Nathan Dewsnap with another big save. Still loose out of the high slot. And it comes loose to the near circle. Back out to the point there for number 53, Thomas Verani. And the puck squirts loose as he tries a pass across ice. Pavilion had it momentarily. Puck rolled off his stick. Coming back with it is KMMO. 2-on-2. Shot goes wide off the stick there of Ryan Marconi. And it'll go up into the netting with a stoppage of play. Boy, Nathan Dewsnap has had some big saves here in the opening frame to keep this a one-goal game for the De Pere Voyageurs. Faced off to the glove side of the young netminder. And we got the KMMO center kicked out, and we're ready to drop the puck back to live action. 5:42 left in the first period, 1-0 in favor of KMMO. They have it in the offensive zone, off the far circle now. Taylor Abick trying to bump him off the puck. De Pere gets possession on tape for Vakraka. Vakraka's got some space, trying to work it in deep. Puck rolls through. Taylor Abick has it behind the cage. Bumped off the play there. Still loose, coming there, and they score! It came loose to Owen Carbon, and he jams it home on the doorstep to make it 1-1 with 5:16 left in the first period. But just a gift to Owen Carbon right on the doorstep. He goes between the pads, and it ties the game 1-1. 5:16 left in the first period on their fourth shot on goal. The De Pere Voyageurs and KMMO back to even 1-1. Right off the draw, coming on a shot. It's KMMO. That one sent high of the crossbar into the glass. Puck rolls free to the far corner. Chasing after there is Vakraka. Rolled off his stick. Helping out there is Matthew Moulton. Puck comes free again. On chase is Taylor Habick. He's battling with James Vanderwerf. Puck works free. Vakraka has it. He's going to gain the red line, dump it in. De Pere's going to go for changes. Fresh line coming out. As KMMO will start the breakup. Puck gets caught up on the near board, sent across on an awkward angled pass. Intercepted by Julian Benchwall, but he's going to be offsides on the delay. Has to retreat out of the zone. It seems like De Pere is coming to life here as they're getting their feet under them with a lot more opportunities. Errant pass coming up ice. Held up there was number 16, Duncan Lidke. Not able to get a shot in the high slot. And KMMO will get possession back up the far side. Shot on Nathan Dewsnap. Kicked away to the far corner. Up ice. And number 16, Duncan Lidke. And he cleared back out where it's brought right back in by KMMO. Play resumes out at center ice. Medrano has it. He's in on sides. Puck rattles free at the blue line. Chipped back now to Sal Delaney. He takes a big shot by Julian Benchwall off the far corner. Now the puck rolls free. CJ Lemke there who has it. And it rolls out to the far circle. Both teams trying to gain possession. Big hit there. We're going to get a call on Medrano. And we're going to go on our first penalty kill of this morning's contest, or excuse me, this afternoon's contest with 3:27 left in the first period, 1-1 our score. And Medrano drove KMM player right into the boards. He's going to go to the box, and a power play for the team in yellow. So face-off will come to the glove side of Nathan Dewsnap in the defensive zone for the Voyageurs. They're going to give him a 5-minute major for that one. So a 5-minute major on the board for Medrano's penalty. And the De Pere Voyageurs will have work to do with 3:21 left in the first period. There's a major penalty there for Remy Medrano. 5-on-4 for KMMO. They can score as many times as they want, and they do right there. Rattles off the stick of Nathan Dewsnap and in just 15 seconds into the major penalty of Remy Medrano, and they take the lead 2-1. right off the hop. That's a tough one to give up 15 seconds into a major penalty. Still got a lot of work to do if you're the De Pere Voyageurs JV team right now. If you're just joining us, we are 3:12 left in the first period, 2-1 our score in favor of KMMO. The De Pere Voyageurs in the white with red and black trim sweaters going left to right. KMMO in the yellow with blue trim sweaters going right to left. Your goaltender this afternoon for De Pere is Nathan Dusnap. He's made some really big saves on 10 shots on goal. It comes loose again out in front and they score again. Comes loose, they lost the KMMO player out in front, and it is now 3-1 with, again, 2 goals in 30 seconds of a major penalty by Remy Medrano. So De Pere has to regroup out at center ice, now trailing by 2 with just under 3 to play here in the opening frame. Hayden Horkman takes the draw. Puck won by KMO. They're right back in on Dusnap, and they beat him to the blocker's side, but it rattled off the post and it's cleared down ice. Colin Crevillion will chase after there for De Pere as they clear. A much-needed clear for the Voyageurs as the puck is held up on the far boards by Hayden Horkman. Lemke has it now at center. He'll chip it off the glass. The puck will roll in deep. Crevillion will chase after there, trying to hold the puck in. Just under 4 to play on the major penalty. Remy Medrano in the box. And KMMO has already scored 2 goals on this power play. And they have it right back into the zone. Centering pass. Chipped away there. Nice job by Crevillion trying to work it up ice. Held in there, though, by number 55, Max Mathis. A shot to the far side by KMMO. That'll be steered aside. Still with possession in the zone. Another shot there by KMMO off an awkward angle to the base of the near circle. That one will clear all the way back out to center. And coming on to the ice, a couple fresh skaters for the Voyageurs. 3:12 in the major penalty, down by 2. Shot goes on, it comes out loose, but they'll stop play. We'll have a face-off coming up. Boy, he shot it in. I think some of the parents wanted a call on that. It was after the whistle, but they'll continue play here in the first period. Charbonneau to take the draw. Puck rattles free. Trying to chip it free. He does. They got a 2-on-1 the other way on the shorthand. Hobbit's trailing. Charbonneau comes in. Tries to pass it across, and it's blocked by KMMO. They'll come back up ice now with numbers 2-on-1 as they work it in. Back checking there and chipping it into the near corner was Hobbit. Cleared out to the blue line. Held in by Mathis. KMMO has it now with possession. 1:06 left in the first period. 3-1 our score with 2:34 left in the major penalty. And De Pere is still on the penalty kill. Shot off the blocker, or excuse me, a pad save by Nathan Dusnap. That'll go into the near corner, chipped up and out of play with 47 seconds left. It looked like it was deflected out in front. And we'll get a face-off and some fresh bodies out on the ice for the De Pere Voyageurs. 2:20 left in the major penalty. 47 seconds left in the opening frame. 3-1 our score. 16 shots on goal for KMMO to 3 for De Pere, but they have been battling a penalty kill here for the last 240. Possession kept by KMMO. The soft shot rattles wide of the near post, picked up again with possession. De Pere trying to clear it. Puck will roll free though. Off the near point, chasing after there is Morgan Barker, and they'll try to work it back up ice. De Pere with possession in their own end. Verbord across ice to Logan Dusnap. He'll send it the length of the ice, and with 15 seconds left, the breakout will start for KMMO. They got numbers if they hustle. Here they come. Left wing side, rolls free to Dusnap. He'll chip it into the corner. 1 second left. One last opportunity, deflected out in front, and that's going to end the first period. 3-1 our score after the first frame. We still have 133 left in the major penalty for Remy Medrano, 16 shots on goal for KMMO, 3 for the De Pere Voyageurs. We'll step out for a short break here. We'll have the second period coming up.
You're doing good.
He claimed mental anguish and got away with it. You claim that there better be evidence. Right. Right. Doesn't matter. You know.
And we're back here for the second period of action. Right now, the De Pere Voyageurs trail KMMO 3-1. 133 left on the major penalty for Remy Medrano. Down by 2 goals. They'll go right to left here in the second frame. Out to take the face-off is Max Charbonneau. With him is Taylor Hobbick and Logan Dewsnap. JB Verbort is the other defenseman, as they try to kill yet a little bit more of this 5-minute major with 1:19 and counting left. Possession there with KMMO. Shot broken up. Taylor has a beat on the puck. Taylor Hobbick has it. He's going to take a shot off the glove, and the puck rolls free into the near corner. Controlled by KMMO. Coming back up. Nice hit there put on by Taylor Hobbick. Puck rolls free off to the red line. Dumped right back in by Logan Dewsnap. 51 seconds left in the penalty kill. 14-13 and counting left in the second period. The De Pere Voyageurs are down by 2. Here comes a shot there by KMMO. That one whistles wide, and it'll clear all the way back down to the near circle as Max Charbonneau chases after. Trailing him was Taylor Hobbick. Coming back up ice with it is KMMO. Has to circle the wagons. Charbonneau with the turnover there, but coming back to help out, I believe, was number 47, Blake Lockett. KMMO work it back into the zone. 12 seconds left in the major penalty. Vakraka will help the puck back out to center, where it's gathered at the red line by KMMO. Aaron pass goes all the way down ice, and the De Pere Voyageurs are back to full strength. They limited the damage after the first 30 seconds of that 5-minute major, giving up no goals in the last 4:30. Still trailed by a pair though, but we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here working on the forecheck. Vakraka gets it back out in front, looking there on a Passo and Carbunt, just missed the mark. It chipped off his stick, cleared out to the far point. Medrano will drive it back in deep to the near circle. Nobody home there for the Voyageurs, and it's carried up by KMMO. Following it back up is number 55, Mac Marthas, and he'll send it out in front, and they'll score. The score there makes it 4-1 with 12:48 left in the second period. Back to center we come. Owen Carbon will take the draw for your Voyageurs. Medrano and Vakraka right to left of him. CJ Lemke and Julian Benchwall are your two defensemen. Lemke puts his man to the boards. Puck rolls free though into the defensive zone. Nice back check there by Vakraka. Leaves the puck up to the top of the circle, held in there by KMMO, and driven on a second opportunity up ice by Vakraka. He found his man Carbon. Carbon looking for a centering pass, but it's broken up there by KMMO. It looked like number 24, Keller Lincoln, and he'll clear the zone. Medrano with it on his stick. He'll chip it off the glass, or off the boards, excuse me, and it's cleared right back out to center by KMMO. Second opportunity, this one, Benchwall will try to dump it in deep. Goes up into the bench, and we'll have a stoppage of play with a face-off coming outside the blue line. Hayden Hortman will take the draw for the Voyageurs. Duncan Lidke and Caden Sands on his line, left to right. James Blaha and Caden Dunks, the two defensemen. Dunk will hold the near point, he'll dump it in deep. Chasing after there is Duncan Lidke. Helping out to the near side is Hayden Hortman. Nice shot, centering pass out to the high slot. Shot right on by number 4, James Blaha, goes wide. Rebound picked up into the near corner. DePere still working on the forecheck. Comes loose, tipped out in front by Caden Sands, and a stop made, and we'll have a face-off coming up. Nice feed out in front, tipped by Caden Sands, but KMMO's goalie was Johnny on the spot, and he'll make the save with an offensive zone face-off coming to the stick side, near circle. Hayden Horkman wins the draw into the near corner. Picked out to the point to Caden Dunks by Horkman. Back to Horkman, loose off his stick to Duncan Lidke. His shot goes wide. Karam's all the way to the far point where it's driven back in deep by James Blaha. Winning the battle there is KMMO, and they'll drive the puck back out to center. They'll continue up ice. Horkman drives his man off the puck. Puck works free below the goal line. And coming all the way back out to the point, KMMO has it. Back with a shot off the near side, and right between the pads, it's Max Marthas, and he scores again to make it 5-1. Right between the pads of Nathan Dussamp, and it's now a 4-goal deficit for the DePere Voyageurs JV team. So face-off coming out to center ice. Trig Yulvi will take the draw. Puck works in, and we're going to have another stoppage face-off coming out of the zone. And they're actually going to bring it all the way back to the DePere blue line in front of the KMMO bench. And there's Trig Yulvi for your DePere Voyageurs for the draw. Colin Crevilian, Caden Sands, his two lines mates. The defensive pair out there is Matthew Moulton and number 14, Caden Harley. Sands had possession, lost it. KMMO out in front, they score. Lost possession, centering pass. Nathan Dusnap did not have an opportunity to see that one. And another goal by KMMO. Charbonneau, Vakraka, Medrano out to take the draw. Won by Charbonneau. Dusnap tried to feed it back up ice, but it's picked off, and KMMO is coming the other way with a blocker save there by Dusnap. Puck rolls free behind the cage. Chipping at it was Vakraka. Cleared out to the point. Second opportunity, he's able to get it out to center ice. 2-on-2 going the other way. Medrano takes a shot high off the glass. Rebound kicks into the near corner. Vakraka and Charbonneau will chase after there. Charbonneau with possession. He'll send the puck carrying all the way to the far point. Gathered there by JP Verport. Driven back in deep. Charbonneau, backhand pass. Nobody out in front. Rebound comes right back to him. He'll cycle it to Medrano. Back out to the point to the near side for Logan Dusnap. Right back into the top of the circle. Rolls off the stick there. Medrano cleared back out to ice by KMMO. Puck comes out to the red line. Play ensues out at center ice. Vakraka's right back in. Centering pass. Nobody home. Medrano will chase to the far boards. He'll chip it back through the crease. And it'll come loose to the near point. Dusnap will take it there. He'll drive it in deep, centering it on front. Charbonneau, the shot off the pass from Vakraka. And a pad save. And a face-off coming up. Carbon, Lidke, and Habik out there with CJ Lemke and Julian Benchwall. Your 5-sum for your Voyageurs. They trail by 5. 6-1 our score with 9:03 left in the second period. First game of the season. Nice chip by Taylor Habik. He comes loose again. Drives it in deep. Taken there by Lidke. Out to the point. Errant pass by Lemke. Held in by Benchwall. What a play. Comes loose. Now to Duncan Lidke. Centering pass. Rattles off the stick out to the point. Still working on the forecheck are the Voyageurs. Breaking it out is KMMO. Puck comes loose to the high slot. Turnover there. Lidke has it on stick. Centers it out in front. Off the tape of Taylor Habik. Rolls into the far corner. We got a penalty coming up on De Pere. They'll touch up in their zone and we'll have the call coming up. And they'll go back on the penalty kill. Looks like Owen Carbon is the guilty party. And as we get the call from the all ref, then it looks like it's going to be both. And we'll stay, I believe, 5-on-5 hockey. And we will. So coincidentals called. They got them both. They'll put them both in the box. As they figure it out, we are going to stay 5-on-5 hockey, I believe. And that is the call. So they'll put both penalties on the board. Now we have 5-on-5. So they're telling them actually to take the penalties off the board right now. 5-on-5 coincidentals called with 8:17 left in the second period. And that's what the stoppage of play is right now. And now are they telling them that they're going to go 4-on-4? I believe that is the call. So after some confusion, we are going to go 4-on-4. They will keep the penalties on the board. And they'll keep the face-off to the glove side of Nathan Dusnap, and we're back to live action. 8:14 left in the second period. 6-1 our score in favor of KMMO. Working on the forecheck right now are your Voyageurs. Puck caroms all the way back down ice. Caden Dunks will chase there. Chips it off the glass. Again, second opportunity, they have possession. Dunks will carry just below the red line, and he'll dump it into the top of the near circle where it can be gathered by KMMO, and they'll start the breakout the other way. Sidestepping a check there was number 24, Lincoln Keller, and he'll drive the puck in deep. Voyageurs trying to regain possession up the far boards. Chipped high in the air. Lost it for a second. There was James Blaha. Comes loose out in front of the net, but chipped off the stick. It looked like of number 51, Christian Chesney. And it'll come loose to the near circle. Base of the circle. Awkward angled shot. That will be gobbled by Nathan Dusnap for the whistle. And a face-off coming up in the defensive zone for the De Pere Voyageurs.
Watch, where's Dean? Where'd Dean go?
Face off to the glove side of Nathan Dusnap. In there for the draws, Dylan Vakraka. He'll win it to the end boards. De Pere will start the breakout. Comes loose to the near point, chipped off the skates of a KMMO player. It's Matthew Moulton, and they're still stuck now. Vilcraco will break out of it with it, and he'll dump it in deep. KMMO will gain possession as Medrano's trying to cause a turnover at the base of the far circle. They're chasing after, trying to cause a turnover, but the breakout ensues, and KMMO bring it up ice. They have a 2-on-2 the other way, coming in late. It was number 23. Looked like Caden Stahlfeld, but the pass couldn't find him. Still have possession though as KMMO. Drop to the far point. Shot fought off by Nathan. Dewsnap rebound. Again fought off to the near corner. Pass to the high slot. That's picked up by Vicraca. Here comes Medrano. He's got Vicraca trailing. A shot saved. And the rebound kicks to the near corner. He had Vicraca trailing. Looked like he wanted to bang it off the pad. A low shot to see if they could get some sort of rebound, but it caroms past them and now cleared all the way down ice where KMMO has possession. Off the far corner, played behind the cage. Right out in front, shot on, blocked there. It looked like by Owen Carbon, selling out his body, and the puck will be cleared down ice. Chasing after is Taylor Havoc. He's tied up there, and KMMO will regain possession. They'll start the breakup out ice. 2-on-3. Trying to work it into the near corner. The puck now squirts free all the way behind the cage to the far side. Up the left wing circle. Stood up. Chipped back out to the blue line. Held in there by KMMO, and an awkward angled shot will go up into the netting, and another face-off coming up with 5:22 left in the second period. Trig Yulvi in for the draw for the Pere Voyageurs. They're trying to clear their own end. Puck squirts up the far board, cycled back in. Possession by KMMO. Looks like Verbort's chasing after there. KMMO with possession out in front, left wide open, and another goal to make it 7-1. Boy, they left them wide open on the doorstep there. That's the third time that they've had just a wide open shot on the doorstep this morning. And that one, 9 times out of 10, will make you pay. And they do just that to make it 7-1 with 5:01 left in the second period. Face-off comes back out to center. DePere will win the draw. Report D-to-D to Logan Dewsnap. He'll chip it up ice. Gathered there by Trey Gilvey. He'll try to work the puck in deep, working through a check. Puck where it's loose, KMMO has it. Skating up ice with it is Ryan Maroney. DePere will come back with it. Rattles off the stick of Crevillian into the far corner. They'll battle for the puck, comes loose to Verbort. Verbort looking for some help. Nobody on the far point. It elects to bring it in deep. We got a penalty coming up. JP Verport was taken down in the far corner. We'll see what the call is. We'll see if they'll get Colin Crevillian behind the net, but right now it looks like a potential power play for the DePere Voyageurs, and they will take Colin Crevillian as well. So I believe it'll stay even strength with 2 different penalties there. 4-on-4 it looks like, as they'll put both penalties on the board with 4:28 left in the second period. Tough penalty taken there by Colin Crevillian. You're going on the power play, a much needed power play at this point. Just a tough battle behind the cage, and he got behind him and took him down, and we're skating 4-on-4. Here will hold the zone. Lemke puts one on net, steered aside and cleared back up ice. KMMO on the chase. They got a 2-on-1. Missing the pass, and coming on the back check was Benchwall. Here come the Voyageurs again. Gaining the zone is Medrano. He'll backhand it in deep with Vercraca on the chase. Losing the handle behind the net. Works free to the near goal line. Back out to the point. Lemke across ice to Benchwall. Benchwall on the backhand will chip it back where they'll work on the forecheck with Vakraka Medrano. Back in deep. Left there for Vakraka, but taken back with possession by KMMO. Home run pass up ice, just misses the mark. The puck will work all the way back below the goal line. And we will have a stoppage for the icing. The face-off coming all the way back down ice. So Charbonneau will take the draw for the Voyageurs. 107 on the matching penalties, 4-on-4 hockey. He's got Taylor Hobick out there, JP Verbort, and Logan Dewsnap. Your four Voyager skaters as number 35 for KMMO will walk in. He's bumped off the puck. That was Jake Vanderwerf. And here come the Voyageurs back out to center ice. Lost the handle there. Back in is KMMO. Right on with a shot. And it's poked free by Max Charbonneau and cleared to the far boards. De Pere looking to clear their own end. Taylor Hobick has possession off a backhand, looking for somebody, but it's intercepted and held in by KMMO. Hobick has it. He'll play it up ice. Missed the mark to Charbonneau. And it's worked free. Losing a skate there was a KMMO player. Taylor has it. No help. He'll try to work it in deep to the far corner. He'll chase after there. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 3 seconds, and we'll go back 5-on-5. KMMO with possession in their own end. 2:23 and counting left in the second period. 7-1 our score. Squirts free to the point. Shot right on. It's tipped out in front. They score! Logan Dewsnap puts it out in front. And De Pere has their second goal of the game. I believe it was tipped out in front, but that was, I believe, off a KMMO stick. And it's Logan Dewsnap with the goal to make it 7-2. 2:15 left in the second period. Face off back out to center, 5-on-5 hockey. Nice shot there by Dewsnap, right off the cage as we come back to live action. Nathan Dewsnap with the stop there. Using his bucket to make that stop, and the puck will rattle free to the near corner. KMMO with possession. Turnover there, base of the circle. Shot off an awkward angle there by Owen Carbon. That one will rattle free. Still loose behind the net. Caden Sands chasing after there. Loose to the near point. Sidestepping Caden dunks was Ryan Marconi. He'll work in. We have another penalty coming up, I believe, against the Voyageurs as they were coming in again on Nathan Dewsnap with 1:32 left in the second frame. We'll wait to get the call. Oh, it's actually going to go. It's actually going to go against KMMO, and the De Pere Voyageurs will go on the power play with 1:32 left in the second period. Call on Ryan Marconi for KMMO. He'll go to the box for a 2-minute minor. And the Voyageurs are out there on the power play. Vakraka in for the draw. KMMO will win it. Puck caroms to the near corner. Working on the forecheck is Vakraka, trying to hold it. Was Vakraka. It's cleared out to the far point, held in by the Voyageurs. On tape for Vakraka's shot, and that's steered off the pad into the near corner. Lemke holds the point. Second opportunity by KMMO, and it's cleared down below the blue line. Benchwall will help his D partner out, and they'll send it right back in deep with Charbonneau on the chase there. 57 seconds left in the second period. 7-2 our score. Logan Dewsnap with the last goal for the De Pere Voyageurs. They're on the power play right now, but coming up ice on the shorthand, working out in front of Lipke with a shot, and it's tipped up over the crossbar. It looked like coming in was Lincoln Keller, who just tried a simple flip over and it just rattled high. Cleared out of the zone by the Voyageurs and right back in by KMMO. Pere Voyageurs looking for possession. A shot over the blocker of Nathan Dewsnap will rattle into the far corner. Working it up the far side is CJ Lemke. He's stopped up there, sandwiched between two players. Puck rolls free and it'll bounce out to center ice. Gathered by KMMO. Last seconds tick away here in the second period. Benchwall will bring it right back in, and that's going to do it for the second frame. 7-2 our score. Second period is done. We still have 28 seconds as we start the third period of a power play coming up. We'll step out for a break. When we return, we'll have the third and final period of action today for your JV De Pere Voyageurs.
How's Fletcher today?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. Good. Thanks for all your help.
Yeah, no problem. cold that time. All right. You want to be cold.
And welcome back as we get set for the third period here. A little bit longer delay. They did resurface the ice. The Pere Voyageurs will be going left to right here in the final frame. Last 15 minutes, trailing 7-2, but on the power play, and they'll win the draw. And we're back to live action. Offsides called. And just like that, we will have a stop 5 seconds in. Face off just outside the KMMO blue line in front of their bench. Puck is dropped. Pere has possession on the power play for another 20 seconds and counting. Medrano has it on his stick. He'll travel behind the cage. Up to the top of the near circle. Drops it to the point. Errant pass goes wide. And Medrano will have to chase after in his own end. Cross ice pass. Finds Dusnap back to Verbort. Has to chip it off the glass. And work it back up ice. Verbort cuts to the center circle, gains a red line, dumps it in deep. Voyageurs will work on the forecheck, breaking it out as KMMO. They got a 2-on-1 the other way. Dusnap's the only player back. It comes loose. Nice job for Logan Dusnap to break up the pass, and it caroms it. Pair of KMMO players on him, loses the handle, caught an edge, puck squirts free to the base of the far circle, cleared up the near boards by Dylan Vakraka, back out to center with Charbonneau will chase after there. Charbonneau working on the forecheck, big hit in the eye of the visitors. Looked like Benchwall got hooked down a little bit, puck comes loose out. Looked like Benchwall got hooked down a little bit, puck comes loose out in front. Dusnap looking for it, Nathan Dusnap, and it rolls free. KMMO with possession. Puck worked across ice to the base of the near circle and back out to center. Gathering it there is number 41, Austin Harvin. And the puck works deep into the near corner. Cleared back out to center. Rink wide pass, KMMO with possession. 12:23 left in the third period. 7-2 our score in favor of KMMO in the first game of the season for the De Pere Voyageurs junior varsity team. Puck loose to the blocker side of Nathan Dusnap. Comes loose out in front and they score. 8-2 on their 30th shot on goal. And 12:06 left in this one. Again, when a little bit of momentum comes to Pier's way, they sneak somebody out on the doorstep, and they made them pay again. 8-2 our score. Right in front of Nathan Dusnap. 30 shots on goal to 9. And KMMO has possession again. They'll work it in deep. Chasing there is Caden Dunks for the Voyageurs. Puck works free. Blaha up ahead. Chasing there is Trey Golvey, and we have a penalty coming up and a power play. Interference, 2-minute minors. Blaha was driven into the boards off the near corner, and a power play opportunity for the Voyageurs with 11:47 left in the third period. Madrano, Vakraka, and Charbonneau out for the power play with Logan Dusnap and JP Verbort. Face-off coming to the near circle. Vakraka to take the draw. Power play for the De Pere Voyageurs. One cleanly back to the point. Verbort has it on his stick, surveys the situation, cycles it into the goal line for Charbonneau, back to Verbort. Looking for some help. They play pitch and catch. Now Charbonneau will switch sides with Madrano. Madrano works it back to Verbort. Looking for a lane, back to Madrano. He'll shoot one on, blockered into the far corner. Rebound picked up there by Logan Dusnap. He has some time and space. Drops it below the goal line for Vakraka. He'll wrap around behind the cage, centering pass, right back out to Verbort, shot right on, pad save, rebound kicks to Dusnap to the far corner. Back below the goal line for Vakraka. Clearing attempt out to the near point, stopped by Madrano. Sidesteps a check there, Madrano working it in, lost the handle, and it's cleared. Up the near boards with Verbort chasing after there. 1:06 left in the power play for the De Pere Voyageurs, 10:50 and counting left in the third period, 8-2 our score. KMMO leading this one with possession. They'll work it in deep. Madrano bumps his guy off the puck. Charbonneau there to help out. Starting the breakout. Madrano has it on a stick. He'll cut to the far boards. Shovels it on the backhand to Charbonneau. Charbonneau has space. Puts the brakes onto the top of the near circle. Lost the handle. Cleared down ice by KMMO once again. Icing waved off because of the power play for the Voyageurs. Verbort will chase after. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. They'll start the breakout. Verbort up the far boards. He'll work through a check, has to put on the brakes. Lost the handle there. Helping out is Carbon. He'll try to work it in. Still not able to. Second attempt comes to the top of the circle, and finally it'll bust in deep. De Pere with possession. Puck rattles free, comes loose, shot by Carbon. That one rattles wise, it comes loose to the high slot, right on his tape, and it's cleared by KMMO. Back to 5-on-5 hockey with 9:35 left in the third period. Carbon, Lidke, and Havoc out there, along with number 14, Caden Harley, and number 22, Matthew Moulton. Cleared up the far boards by KMMO with speed. They're going to get out in front of Dewsnap with a shot, save, and he'll hang tight. Nathan Dewsnap with a big save. Skating in on him was Landon Thurmer with a shot that rattled off the pad of Nathan Dewsnap. He's able to hang tight for the whistle and a face-off coming up. Running clock now is a 6-goal lead for KMMO. Puck worked up the far boards, held in by KMMO, and squirts free. Base of the circle, centering pass comes out in front of Dewsnap. Another big save by the young goaltender. The puck is cleared down ice. Icing will be the call as it came right out of his glove. It looked like it got chipped down ice. And we'll have a face-off coming back in 5-on-5 hockey. Face off to the 6th side of Dewsnap off the near circle. In there is Trig Yovi for the Pere Voyageurs. He'll win the draw. CJ Lemke will send it around to the far boards for Crevillian. He'll chip it up ice. Chasing out there is Yovi. Crevillian trails. He'll bring it into the zone. Puck rattles free to the top of the slot. Works all the way out in front of the KMMO netminder, but then cleared back out to center, where it can be stopped by Julian Benchwall. He'll work it in deep. Chasing after is Caden Sands. He has it on his stick. Puts on the brakes to the goal line. Comes loose just inside the blue line. Lemke will hold it in there. Back to Sands. Rattles off his stick down low. Yolvi had it. He'll work it back up to the point. Sidestep Lemke. And coming out of the zone is KMMO. Offsides is going to be the call, and the faceoff will come back out to center. Under 7 to play on a running clock. 8-2 our score. 32 shots on goal for KMMO. 11 for the Pere Voyageurs. Face-off won by the Voyageurs. Crevillian will gain the red line. He'll dump it in deep. Chasing after. The puck will carry him below the goal line. Battle ensues, and KMMO will pick it up off the near circle. Out to the point. Held in by Benchwall. He'll send it back in deep. Pere will work on the forecheck there. Caden Sands coming in on the puck. Sidestepping and holding it there along with Trey Yulvey. It comes loose out in front where it can be gathered by KMMO, and they'll start the break the other way. 3-on-3. Working out in front of Dewsnap with a backhand shot, saved by the goaltender for the Pere Voyageurs. He'll hang tight for a face-off coming up in his zone. Boy, another nice stop by Nathan Dewsnap. He's had a couple today, and face-off will come to the stick side of him. Max Charbonneau taking it for the Voyageurs. Medrano and Verport with him along with Logan Dewsnap. Puck comes free. Shot from the high slot that's padded away by Dewsnap. Again loose on the doorstep. Verport will clear it to the near boards, but Jono will chase after there. Rolling around a Dewsnap stick. Comes to Vakraka. They got numbers if they hustle, and it'll be chipped into the zone by Charbonneau. Medrano will trail. Nobody home up the near boards, and it's cleared back out to center by KMMO. It'll go all the way across ice to the top of the far circle, where it's gathered by Vakraka. Up to Charbonneau. Charbonneau getting bumped off the play, and the puck is cleared back out off the near boards and all the way down ice, where Dewsnap will have to chase. Puts on the brakes, centering pass out in front for KMMO. Nobody home there. Vakraka trailing will pick up the loose puck and find Medrano back and forth. Up ahead to Charbonneau on tape. One-on-one opportunity. He's stripped down. Penalty coming up. Power play for the Pere Voyageurs as Max Charbonneau tried to work around a KMMO skater, and he got tripped up. And we will be on the man advantage with just under 5 to play. Good opportunity to work on the power play for the Pere Voyageurs. Down 8-2 right now, but the first game of the season as they get a look at getting in tune with each other as they started out. Puck is cleared to the blue line, held in by Benchwall. With it right now is Carbon. Across ice, Taylor will chip it back. Hobick will chip it back to CJ Lemke. Lemke has it to the far point. He'll skate in with a shot that goes wide. Benchwall will chase after. He'll hold the blue line. Benchwall skates to the high slot. Rebound loose out in front. Still loose. Carbon has it. Squirting around and picked up to the top of the far circle by KMMO on a clearing attempt. Unsuccessful and held in by DePere. Benchwall sends it back out to the near point. Lemke has it there. He'll cycle it back to Benchwall. Top of the circle, sends it across off the stick of Carbon and out to center. DePere has to regroup. 1:07 left in the power play. Under 4 to play here in the third period. Trailing by 6. Lemke will walk it in. He'll get around 2 skaters and work it into the far corner. Rails off the stick of Carbon. Carbon has it. He'll try to send one across. It's blocked and held in by Benchwall off the near boards. He'll chase after as the puck comes loose in the near corner. Skating behind the net, he finds Hobick to the far goal line. He sends it back out to the point for Lemke. Lemke across for Carbon. Carbon sidesteps a stick there and works it in deep. Misses the stick there of Hayden Horkman. Puck on the stick of Hobick. Hobick has it now, looking to center it. Puck ricochets out to Carbon with a shot, and it's loose off the side of the cage. Comes off the glass, rattles into the far corner. DePere working hard on the forecheck right now to get some opportunities. Puck loose into the corner. On tape, Hobick has it. He'll skate to the top of the circle. Nice pass across. Benchwall on the backhand couldn't find it, and it rattles loose into the near corner. Regathering is Benchwall. Across to Lemke with a shot blocked out in front. Lemke maintains possession, but now chipped back out to center. That'll do it for the power play for the DePere Voyageurs. 5-on-5 hockey with under 3 to play. 8-2 our score. KMMO with possession. They'll gain the red line. They'll flip it in deep. Both teams in the midst of making changes right now. DePere coming off the power play. And it looks like KMMO will gain possession in the near corner. Sent back out to the point. D to D, across ice. Dylan Schlender had it. Clearing attempt by DePere, stopped by KMMO. Sent back in deep. 2 minutes left in the third period here. The Voyageurs trail by 6. KMMO centering pass to the high slot. That's broken up by Taylor Hobick. Loose off the circle. Coming with a shot, he scores! 9-2. It rattled right off the crossbar and in. KMMO has come to play this afternoon, and that's a 7-goal lead for the home team. 1:42 left in the third period. Face-off back out to center. Vakraka, Kravillion, and Caden Sands out there, your DePere Voyageurs. With Harley and Caden Dunkson, your defenseman. Held in by Vakraka. Vakraka tries to send it out in front for Sands. Lost the handle on the doorstep. Picked up and cleared by KMMO as they're starting the rush up ice. Offsides would have been the call, so they have to regroup. And they're right back in. Caden Dunk's chasing after. Sidestepped. A check there was Dylan Schneider. And sent to the near corner. 1 minute left in the third period. As DePere tries to clear their own end. First game of the start of the season for the DePere Voyageurs junior varsity team. And right now, it's been KMMO that has led the way. Kravillion with an opportunity. He'll chase after the puck. He's going to try to cut out in front. He'll send one across, nobody home. Picked up by KMMO, and they'll start the rush right back up ice to center. 22 seconds left and an offsides call. So we'll have a stoppage of play, but the clock will continue to run because of the goal differential, and that'll pretty much do it here for the opening game of the junior varsity season. They're going to pick up a 9-2 loss here in Milwaukee as they drop the puck. That'll do it. So that'll do it here for this afternoon's contest. The Pere Voyageurs unfortunately come up with the loss 9-2 on the opening frame. We'll be back tomorrow for more action in the afternoon. We'll have to see how everything shakes out in regards to the time frame for the second game. But want to thank you for listening. Once again, your final here in Milwaukee this afternoon. Your Pere Voyageurs junior varsity team loses in the KMMO 9-2. Thank you.
Probably, the headphones probably didn't let you